Yo, what's up everybody? So we're out here at the Fred Meyer's gas station. This is probably going to be one of your select fill-up stations. You get to use the points, you get to apply it to reduce that cost per gallon. Very popular out here. Also and I'll show you, there's electric charging stations in a lot of these grocery stores here in Oregon. That's a big thing we get asked about all the time. But end of September 2023, we're at about $4.60 per gallon. And something that's different is Multnomah County usually has 10 cents more per city tax comparatively to, say, Washington or Clackamas County. So big deal here. They also switched to, they call it like a hybrid fill, where like sometimes there's workers and sometimes there's
I've never heard that, but yes, it's exciting. We can pump our own gas.
Wait, is that ironic since gas hybrid?
Yeah, I know. You just made that up.
I did.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I know.
Really
Let's start that. That's a new term.
Hybrid fill up.
Yes. No, you can
Hey, what's up? You want to be on our YouTube channel?
What's your channel?
So it's Living in Portland, and we're in
We do
Portland.
real estate, and we're telling people about the cost of living, and gas prices is one of the things that everybody's asking for.
How many subscribers you guys have?
Just over 13,000.
Oh, wow. I don't know what I'd say. So.
How do you feel about people being able to pump their own gas? Like, you still pump it for them, you just can't shoot us now if we try to pump our own gas. Not that you really shot us
What percentage
before.
of people do you think actually do pump their own gas when someone like your great self's here to do it for them?
It's about half and half.
50-50.
About half people want to do it themselves. Yeah.
Oh.
What happens when it's raining? Nobody wants to do it.
I mean, it depends on the lines, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like most people just go wherever the line's shorter.
Well, look, see, we pulled up to the full service.
Oh.
Look at that, see? And I use my rewards points, my Fred Meyer rewards.
Yeah, what'd you get for that point?
40 cents off a gallon.
Whoa!
But here's the funny part is I used my mom and dad's phone number, so
You're
I used their
so
points.
dirty. That is.
That was kind of dirty.
Wait till your son Ryder starts
They
taking
go to
it.
Costco to fill up. So I told, yeah, I did. I know Ryder's gonna jack my points. He's got another 6 months and he's driving. Like, I'm in trouble. I better not tell him about that.
All right, so we are gonna roll into the grocery store and do some price comparisons. That's our next, so bear with us.
On sale, $22.99
Gotta look at the
for
cost
the
per.
12 pack, which equals 48 rolls in 12 rolls. On sale for $3.59. There you go. What is it normally, I wonder?
I don't know.
Should we want to do like here in the actual like
Tri-tip family pack.
family pack?
That's
But I like to buy my steaks out of like the deli. Not the deli, what's it called? Like, you know, the meat and seafood market.
straight from the book.
Straight from the butcher. Give some prices. See, whole tri-tip, $12.49 pound. Pork chops are on sale for $5.49. You can have some pork chops and applesauce.
That's
Just like-
per pound.
That's per pound. I know, still. Chicken breast, $3.99. King salmon.
That's one thing I've learned about different parts of the country when I've traveled is we actually have really good seafood.
Oh my gosh.
Like
so-
in the grocery stores, it's just so much better.
So good. But can I just tell you, I know we're in the grocery store, but yeah, our seafood is fantastic. But just in the restaurants, the seafood. Like, I went to Florida this summer, and I don't know why I was thinking.
I just have to ask. I'm curious.
Yes, hi.
Are you doing quality control?
So we're actually a real estate company. We're doing a cost of living. It's horrible. So I know, right?
Right.
So we how
I just had to
decided
ask.
to actually go in the grocery store and look and show up.
Yeah, and then you can compare store to store.
Yes.
Because some stores are way out of
We get random people asking us what we're doing because we're carrying around this GoPro. Lady wanted to know, which they thought we were quality control for Fred Meyer. Another fan.
I think that was so sweet. So I was in Florida this summer, and for some reason I thought, oh, I want a seafood in Florida. It was all just ass. Not good.
Straight up
It
ass.
was not good.
Gonna go through produce. The wife always sends me over here. Produce cast real quick, you know. One thing the wife always has me get. Baby spinach. Another big one. Avocados. Getting a lot of looks around here.
Smell that chocolate brownies. They smell so
I
good.
thought you were gonna say something else like
No.
I farted.
No, it smells
Do you smell that? Totally crop
It
dusted the
smells
produce.
So good. Oh wait, look at this. Have you seen okay, the Snoop Dogg wine? There is like okay, no, listen, my friend bought it and I don't know where it's at. It's this little code right here and it comes to life, like it wiggles, like it's like a live photo and he talks to you. Have you
That's
not
kinda
seen this?
cool.
It's a thing. I'm not a big wine drinker either, but you know, a good.
I mean, does this even help people?
Like Stoller wines,
big
is
name.
absolutely big name, very very good wine.
So beer.
You've got your ciders. We're very known for the ciders.
Ciders.
Also, let's find some of our. You've got
All the beer options.
So Louis 10 beer over out of Astoria, super good, and you're running $8.99 for a
All
six
these are
pack.
local.
Yeah,
So
like a Pinot
many.
Grigio or a
Right.
Pinot Noir for a wine.
Welcome to the beer section in Portland. I mean, that's just micro craft.
Yes.
And then you have your domestic. Oh, he still kind of rolls over Pelican. That's an Oregon coaster. And then we get into your domestic. They even still have local.
They still do.
So
Yeah, I think that's where you're going to find your Hefeweizens too, with Whitmere, which is super delish.
Nah, if I'm writing them a bag when I come, I'm writing them
What
a
about
bag.
bread? Right behind you. Bread.
Boggles,
Well, this is like, I'm sorry, this is like the
organic.
organic.
Dave's Keller. That's a local. Isn't that local?
Totally local.
I
Yeah.
went to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they've gone down.
On sale. We've got the cage free organic for $6.49.
But
Alright.
Toma. Big brand. Local. When I was in Wisconsin,
Yeah.
they were talking about Toma. And that's a dairy.
This is, yeah, it's all this right here.
Shit.
When you move, this package is $7.99 and it is worth every dime. This is the only cheese you buy. Tillamook cheese. And you go to the beach. On the way to the beach, you hit the Tillamook Ice Cream Factory. Best ice cream.
We do have bottle deposit here, so it's 10 cents.
10 cents back. Actually recycle your cans and your bottles. And
But you do pay 10 cents, so you're
you
just
pay
getting
10
it.
cents, but you get it back. So that's kind of nice. But can we talk about the bag fee? You do not
Oh,
get
yeah.
free bags. So some stores originally started charging 5 cents. Now on average it's about 10 cents a bag. So everybody brings in their own recyclable bags. But
At least you try to, I forget a lot.
I know, I forget too, but what makes me totally mad is Walmart doesn't even have bags available anymore, like the 5 or 10 cent bags. They make you buy one of their fabric bags for 74 cents a piece, and that is bad. When you forget your recyclable bags and you're spending another 74 cents a bag and you need like 8 bags, it kind of ticks you off. You know, so this is just so haunted places. This is just not about Oregon, this is the world. But did you know that in Oregon we have more haunted towns than anywhere else in America?
You don't see that as much in the suburbs with the security, like checkpoints and stuff for grocery stores, but in Portland you do. So you just kind of get used to it. It's safety. Back to the car. Back to Lola. Hi.
There is Miss Sweet Lola. She's my partner in crime. We're talking about my favorite thing now, coffee.
This is the thing with Heather. It's gotta have her coffee. Though this isn't your coffee shop.
This isn't my coffee shop, but let's talk about coffee. So I am kind of a bougie coffee drinker. I don't make coffee at home. I literally get up every morning and I go to my little coffee shop, which is actually a little drive-through coffee shop. I love it. And we have so many different coffee shops, you guys.
A lot of different coffee shops.
You gotta love Starbucks. Let's be honest, everybody loves Starbucks. But
True.
when you're living here, you're not going to Starbucks. You got too many great little places to check out.
Yep, this place is called Cathedral Coffee up in Nopo.
Nobo, and we're gonna get my second cup of coffee today.
Let's do it. Let's see what the prices are.
Let's do it. Yes. $3.50.
But no
Or
one
small.
gets the small. They get the large.
They get the large, which is
$4.50.
$4.50 for a house one.
Espresso.
I would be looking at my
Americano,
latte, but I want flavoring. But just a regular latte is $5.50 for the large.
$5.50.
You add a shot, an extra $2.50. You add a syrup, 75 cents. So now you're looking at $6.25. That's really good.
Add $1.50 for your almond milk.
Yeah, almond milk. I love the almond milk. Regular milk hurts my tummy.
$3.75 for a chocolate chip cookie.
Can I buy you a coffee?
No, I'm buying you.
I'm buying you one in the wild because you're not used to going in the wild.
You drove.
Gosh, you're ridiculous. Thank you. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Go ahead.
Can I get a small vanilla latte with almond milk, please, and no foam?
You just want small?
Because I just drank a big ass coffee. We'll have to stop so I can poop if I drink anymore.
Could I just do an Americano, please?
Yeah. Do you want any cream?
Just a splash.
Okay. Cool. That is $10.75.
$10.75. It's very common too. I don't know if I'll be able to record the dog, but a lot of places are dog friendly.
Oh yeah, super dog friendly. That's why I take Lola everywhere with me, and you take Baron usually everywhere with you. So we've got lots of cute little like restaurants, coffee shops, and even have wineries that are dog friendly. They're named after dogs. So totally worth it. So $10.75 for the two of these drinks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cheers, my friend.
I think the one thing that kind of drives me nuts about the little coffee shops, and it's all cool and hipstery and stuff,
Trendy, artsy.
it should not take 7 minutes to get my drink. Literally, like, I swear to God, like, are you doing a canvas art session in between taking the order?
Well, there wasn't anything on. Sometimes
Took-
you get really cute, like little foam pictures.
I mean, it wouldn't matter if I had to, like, log onto Wi-Fi, but, like, I don't know.
So good.
Drives me nuts. I mean, as much as like people want to support the local and not go to Starbucks, you go to Starbucks because it's consistent and they crank out the drink.
Okay, but I don't go to Starbucks in the morning. I rarely go to Starbucks unless I have to. I go to Starbucks for the bacon egg bites. I really like those, and the pumpkin bread. That's what I go to, not for the coffee. But my little coffee shop is a little hut, and I pre-order it. And Addie makes fun of me because literally when I'm talking to him on the phone, I drive up and they just hand it to me as I drive through. Like I don't have to sit there and wait. They just hand it to me. They know I'm coming. Sometimes in line,
You're a
I walk
VIP.
out and hand it to me.
You're a VIP.
Okay.
I thought we'd go to the Chill and Phill. I don't know if they're open
The
right now.
chill and fill?
Yeah, it's kind of like a
What's a chill and fill?
you chill and then you fill up your growlers. But they've got like food carts.
Oh yeah, that's.
I don't know if it's open, but
Well, it's 11:51. Why would it not be open? It's like lunchtime.
this is Portland. It's kind of a volunteer thing.
It is. They do
Working.
I know. I was at the mall and like some stores closed at 7, some closed at 9. I'm like, what is this?
All right, we're at a new spot. This is called the Chill and Phill. It's kind of a, how do I explain it? We've got food carts. There's like 5 or 6 pods, inside areas with TVs and bars, and you can fill up like your growlers and all that good stuff. So my wife and I came out here on Friday. It was super fun. Obviously, it's not busy right now, but it is on the weekends. I think we got the falafels, and it was like $11, $12 per entree. You're looking at beers between $6.50 on the low, $11 on the high for super high alcohol content. But we'll give you a little tour through, and then Heather's gonna break down some stats. So this is all like seat yourself stuff. There's an arcade. So what's great about this is parents come in, the kids can do their own thing. It's dog friendly, pet friendly.
That's a little DLC.
Usually you got the games going up here. You got more stuff here. Pilot fans, go Pilots. But this is very calm and kind of Portland.
This is definitely Portland vibe. This is why Addie makes Portland #1 coolest and trendiest cities in America and Canada. It's things like this.
And we have a reference for that, number
Yep.
one.
We've got the stats.
What website did you say that was on? You have
Betway.
it. Betway.blog. Blog.betway.com.
Yes, which is,
Ranked
I
number
believe,
one
ran
coolest,
by MGM.
coolest, trendiest cities in U.S. and Canada.
Yeah.
Boom,
for
baby.
2023. Boom. Boom, baby. And it's
Love it.
because of vibes like this.
Let's just do let's just chat about home prices. Because
Are we gonna sit? Are we gonna walk? What are we doing?
I think we walk. We usually do better.
Walking and talking.
I think we
Yeah,
do.
let's talk about home prices. And then I always carry notes, you guys, because I love to actually run these stats.
List
and have
these
it.
notes.
Like the information we're putting out there, I think it's really important that you know that I'm actually doing the due diligence on this. So let's talk about home prices for 2023. So when I ran this, you can look up what the average cost of a home is in Portland, Oregon, and you're gonna see all different,
$5.95.
I was like, oh my God.
I'm not gonna be able to hold the camera and
No,
your notes.
You're gonna see all kinds of prices when you look up average cost, and that's because they're just looking at single family, they're looking at condos, they're looking at townhomes, they're looking it's Halloween.
It gives you a, oh
Like
God.
there's something like underneath the bush. It's like
That
it kind of caught me off guard.
oh,
Somebody had too many drinks at the Phill. So anyways, when I ran the stats, I did it for 3 bedrooms, 2 baths in Portland proper, in the city of Portland, okay? Not Oregon, in the city of Portland. That is what our things that we're talking about today are Portland, just so you guys know. And the average cost for a 3 bedroom, 2 bath house for 2023 right now is $595, is what houses are selling for. Now, what I think is interesting.
that's a reduction
That
from
is, it's
2022.
Yeah, we have depreciated a bit in the city of Portland. So in 2022, it was $610,000 for an average 3 bedroom, 2 bath house. And however, it is up from 2021, which was when it was crazy. We were right in the middle of the pandemic and people were just throwing mass amounts of cash at houses to get into everything. Everybody was selling, everybody was buying. And the price back then was $578. So we have depreciated from 2022, but we're still appreciated from 2021. So we're still kind of leveling out here, I feel. With rising interest rates, prices are kind of settling for sustainability reasons. It really needed to happen. So it'll be really exciting to see what happens in 2024. Now, let's talk about townhomes. So for townhomes, we're looking, I didn't do 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. I just did the city of Portland. I did anywhere from a 1 bedroom to 3 bedrooms, and I did from 1 to 2 bath.
I think we stop here because this house actually is for sale, so we can take a walking break.
I like get out of breath. So your average townhome or condo in the city of Portland right now is currently running at $411,000.
I just lost one of my.
Which is also down from 2022. 2022 was $434,000. And it is quite a bit up from 2021, which was $345,000 for a townhome or condo in the city of Portland. That's
Yeah,
huge.
I think, to summarize all the stats, we can stat you to death here.
Yeah.
It's shifted, everyone knows, to a little more of a buyer's market. And people who need to sell aren't moving to get it, aren't selling to get a cheaper payment somewhere else because they can't do that with current interest rates,
No.
right? So they usually have to. They're getting relocated for work. There might have been an unfortunate divorce. They might be downsizing, retiring. This isn't a luxury sell market in the sense that they're trying to improve and buy the next big mega mansion. They have to move for some reason.
They're moving
So
for a
these are
reason.
people that are willing to compromise and work out deals. Now, it's still not a market of like, I'm gonna bet or I'm gonna put in an offer for 100 grand under. We're not there, even 50.
No.
What
Just
I
because
tell
it's been on the market for 7 days doesn't mean you
Right.
can offer 100,000.
no,
That's not the
it's
market.
slower, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of pros to that as a buyer. But we always just try to tell people, because we get that all the time. Well, I would buy that house for the right price.
I know, right price, and everybody wants a deal.
And you got to put a human kind of filter on it. They also have a loan to pay off. They're not desperate. We're still not in bankruptcy.
No,
type
we're
of
not. We're not
thing.
seeing foreclosures and things like that in our market. We're not seeing people absolutely desperate.
We've seen one short sale this
One
entire
short
year.
sale, which was
One.
crazy. I just showed that house last week and I was like, what? But it is important to kind of understand our market. That's why we have these Zoom calls. And, when we tell people to reach out is so we can find out when you're moving, so we can talk to you about our market and what the market looks like when you're planning to moving. Because it might be like a really hot market where you're at right now in the fall, but here in the Pacific Northwest, it's not a hot market, regardless of where interest rates are. Fall inventory just dies down. You're very, very limited. So those are kind of things that we can talk about when you do reach out, when you're interested in moving into the Pacific Northwest. We kind of talk to you about our market trends.
There's some jets flying. Look at those.
Ooh, yeah.
Whoa. We gotta let that.
Let that go.
That's loud. It's like the
Boom.
Blue Angels. They look like.
Blue Angels are cool.
They always fly so close together. Do you think that's easy? Like a car drives next to?
No,
That's
I
gotta
wonder how
be.
many of them nipped each other's wings.
That would
I
not be
just
good.
wanted to look at.
So I do want to. I have a quick thought
Yeah.
to piggyback on, if I can,
Yeah.
about the short sales
Yes.
and then people going into.
Well, and some people might not know what a short sale is.
Yeah, good point.
Yes.
So a short sale is when someone needs to sell the home for less than what they owe on it.
Exactly.
And
And
you always
the-
tell that there's nothing short about them.
There's nothing short about it. It's like, it's not like most average, closes here are a 30-day close once you're in contract on a home, but a short sale, it's a good 6 months usually, because you're actually waiting for the approval from the lender that is not going to be paid back fully. They have to approve that sale, and they may or may not. And if there's a line of credit or a second loan of any kind on the property, they have to agree to not be paid. So there's a lot of lawyers, a lot of people involved, a lot of moving parts. So there's nothing short about it.
Nothing short about it at all. And I just want to, and don't want to have this be a big lecture, but there are people still
Yes.
waiting for a crash or foreclosures or to really snag a deal. Now, I totally respect someone trying to get a good deal. Being the finance guy, everyone
Yes,
loves a deal.
everybody loves a deal.
Everyone wants to be smart and hopefully time it. But here's what's different about this slower market. Number one, since the crash, reform in the lending market, this is what I am licensed for, this is what I do my CE for, has completely changed. The ratios, the debt requirements, the credit score requirements, it is a completely different world in the last 15 years, which means all of the loans that have been issued to current homeowners are a very low risk.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought we were in another jet there.
No, they'll
So
backfire in the car.
that's number one. You've got people who own homes are actually qualified comparatively to in decades past that you might have had unverified, unqualified people owning home. That's my first thing to think about. Secondly, there is still forbearance and COVID relief.
Yep.
So banks are actually protected and supported by the federal government to not let homes go on foreclosure. There's a lot of options that never existed now for homeowners to get relief on their payments if needed in the event of health emergencies or work-related events. That has never been in this economy before. So I long-windedly explained that just to let you know that, like, if you're at home waiting for 100 foreclosures to happen,
Then
guys,
crash.
it ain't gonna happen.
But also, I have to say the crash will not happen because of the lack of inventory. There's not enough inventory on the market to even have a crash.
Do you want to break down that rent stuff really quick?
Yes.
Even though we
yes.
don't
Well,
really deal with rentals.
We
it's
don't
good to
deal
know.
with rentals, and it's not that we don't want to do rentals. I think it's important people realize here in the Portland metropolitan area in the state of Oregon, they do not list rentals in our MLS systems. Realtors do not have access. We don't have access to Kia House for you to see for a rental. We don't know the pricing. We don't know if it's available. So unfortunately, it's just something that we can't help you with. Where a lot of states, realtors, that's part of their business model is doing rentals, and that's just not something that happens here. Now, are we happy to tell you, areas if you're looking where you might find rentals, if you're curious about an area that you found a rental in, definitely reach out. We'll definitely tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. You kind of want to know about neighborhood vibes. That's important. We want to make sure you land in a good spot. So we don't do rentals. But I think it's important to know that a lot of people are moving to Portland. They are starting to rent. And why? Are we going to talk about my trend yet? Because I think it's really important why people are moving to Portland. Because in 2023, Betway.com voted Portland the coolest, trendiest town in America and Canada. That's right, because of our cool record stores, our microbreweries, our awesome restaurants, fun Portlandia vibes, our many, many tattoo parlors. I mean, there's just so much going on, but you're finding a lot of people coming to this way because we are trendy, we are cool, we have a super fun, town here. So we're starting to see rent prices go up because of that. So I think that's important. So I have broken it down, and because I don't do with rentals, I actually did my little math, and I'm just going to look at my piece of paper here that tells me. So we've got a studio. This is, again, in the city of Portland proper. This isn't the suburbs. Now, when I talk about suburbs, my poor puppy sees me, and she's just barking behind me. So
hit me with the rents.
The rents. Anyways, this is Portland proper, not in the suburbs. So a studio apartment is going to run you $15.99 on average.
That's a studio.
A studio. A one-bedroom apartment, $18.86 a month.
$18.86 a month.
2 bedrooms is going to cost you $2,000.
$2,000 for a 2-beddy.
A 3-bedroom, $2,500, and a 4+ bedroom is going to be just over $3,200 and up.
Yeah, and obviously there's going to be, variables, nicer parts of town, not so nice, busy road and whatnot. But yeah, it's not cheap to rent here.
No, it's not. But
It's really
I
not.
also think we need to talk about what it costs for utilities. On average,
It's way too noisy on the
way too
show.
noisy right there. On average, I did the math last night, looked at everything for gas, electric, water, garbage. It runs about $540 a month in the city of Portland.
$540. So you're including probably gas, electric, water, garbage, recycling,
Cable.
cable.
I included cable.
And cable. So you $500-$600 a month, depending on the square footage. That covers it all. Your variables, sometimes if you really wanted to take the time to break down every line item,
Yes.
different counties will pad in different taxes on the water or the electric or the garbage and the sewer and stuff like
Yep,
that.
absolutely. I think it's important to understand for homeowners insurance, you're looking at about $100 a month for your homeowners insurance, and that's good full coverage. So $1,200 a year is what you're looking at. For car insurance, you're looking at about $110 a month for your vehicle for full coverage as well. I did verify those with our insurance guy,
Yep.
Tyler Ross, Timco Insurance.
I do, and we're gonna do a whole nother video on insurance, but this has become this sneaky issue nationally. And I've learned a lot because I do mortgages all over, but I've learned that Oregon's actually one of the lower insurance states
Yes.
comparatively to say
Big time.
California, Colorado, Arizona.
Yes.
It can get really
Well, with the
expensive.
insurance, but also with property taxes. We actually have some lower property taxes. However, in Multnomah County, which is the city of Portland, our tax on average is about 1.11%.
1.11.
1.11, yes.
I like that. 1.11. Yeah, generally speaking, Oregon's slightly more expensive than Washington on the property tax, but holistically, we are very cheap comparatively to most of West Coast. California just gets crushed on property
crushed.
taxes.
I think it's important. I also want to talk about daycare costs because I think that's really, really important for you families coming. So in the Oregon in general, the average daycare cost is about $13,000 a year, which is just under $1,100 a month. However, that's almost a mortgage payment on a small home. So
That's expensive.
in Multnomah County, in Portland, it actually is quite a bit higher at an average of $1,755 a month, which just puts you over $21,000.
I wish I knew why it was more
I
expensive.
know, but
There must be some
I was
tax.
really shocked at that. I mean, I remember my kiddo is 15 now, but I was paying $1,100 a month back then, and I was, it's at a really good full-time facility. This is full-time daycare that we're looking at. And I was like, oh my gosh. So some areas have not gone up a ton since then, but Portland has. However, I think it's important. I mean, at $21,000, if you are paying in-state tuition at the undergraduate program at University of Oregon, it's $5,000 more for daycare than it is to go to college. That's insane.
That's an issue in our
However,
country.
Portland
I don't think
itself-
that's an Oregon issue. That's a national.
I think it is national.
Right?
But
Yeah.
there are a lot of programs that help with daycare costs and things like that. In Multnomah County, Portland, there was a new bill that was passed last year that took effect this fall. We're in the fall of 2023, and it's preschool for all. So for 3 and 4-year-olds in the city of Portland, they are funding that. So that way it's up to like 1,500 kids, I want to say, that are being provided that child care at no cost, and the state is using those tax dollars to pay the caregivers. So those kids have the preschool that they need.
Yeah, that's a big one, guys. And that's another thing that we kind of chat through with you on those initial Zoom calls, and we dive into a deeper real estate and mortgage strategy.
Yeah.
I've even gone to the extent where I'll sit down with people on Zoom and we'll build out an Excel spreadsheet with their budget, what they're expecting to spend, what they want to spend, and find creative ways to make it work for you if you're wanting to relocate here. So if you haven't done it, hit us up, get on our list for our Zoom calls. Heather and I will jump on Zoom with you. This is what we do, guys. We're the #1 relocation team here in the Portland metro area, and we love what we do.
Love it.
This is all we
I
do,
love
and this is what we do, helping people like you. So I think we're going to jump in the car, find a new location, and so these notes are getting kind of
Let's talk
crinkly.
about some
But you have
entertainment.
like 10 really good things I want to go.
I think it's important.
Quick off little research
I want
things.
people to know what it really costs here. How much does it cost when you're going out to dinner or grabbing a drink or
Yeah,
going to
we're going to get into that. All right, we're going into the section of the video where we're going to talk about just weekly and monthly kind of entertainment stuff, you know, taking your spouse out on a night of the town, maybe something you have to buy for your kids or your family. We got Lola out on the walk. She's excited. She's excited. Hang on, Lola. I know, we're like triple tasking on this video today. So what you got your notes?
I do. I have my notes. So for like date night, I think it's just important. People want to know like, hey, how much is it going to cost on an average night out? So my husband Eric and I went out to one of my favorite restaurants last weekend, Wild Finn. Really good seafood, steaks, different things.
Highly recommend
but
that.
it's not like overly priced by all means. It's kind of a modest little restaurant, I would think. Don't you think? Kind of.
Yeah, I would say that's. Yeah, I would say it's nicer than average,
It's
but
nicer
it's
than
not
average.
bougie.
No, it's not bougie
Oh,
at all.
we're getting tangled.
Anyways, for 2 dinners and 2 drinks, we spent $96 for a night out.
Now the drinking piece adds quite a bit.
Quite a bit. The cocktails in
Expect to pay
Portland.
$10, 8 to 12.
Oh my gosh, no, not
No.
for a cocktail. These were like cocktails. Like if you were looking, like we talked about the beers, you know, $7, $8, a glass of wine, $8 to $10. Cocktails start at about $13, $15. So they go up from there depending on what they are. Now, if you were looking to do like brunch at one of my favorite restaurants, like Pine State Biscuits, so yummy. You can get, you know, a breakfast, you know, brunch for 2, you know, just under $30. Now, obviously, some people have mimosas or Bloody Marys. You're going to add quite a bit of cost to that. We just had coffee. We did it for under $30. So really easily. Now, I will tell you, my family, I do have a teenager, so we spend a lot of time at Chipotle and Chick-fil-A. You're looking at a Chick-fil-A meal about $10.19. And for like a steak burrito and a soda at Chipotle, you're looking at about $15 for your meal.
So we do save quite a bit because there's no sales tax. That's one thing to know
Yes.
here. I've experienced that going into other states or even just over the border to Esther Short Park, the Vancouver waterfront. You're paying that. I think it's like 7 or 8% sales tax. So that saves you a little bit of money. One quick thing regarding the cocktails. When we had a client that we relocated, and they were extremely surprised that Oregon was one of the few states that controls the liquor costs here.
Oh, yeah.
So you won't see liquor. You'll see beer and wine, but there's no liquor in the grocery
Hello?
stores. You actually have to go to liquor stores. So it's called the OLCC, the Oregon Liquor Control Commission, and they set prices all across the board. So the negative is some of the cheaper bottles might be a little more expensive than what you are used to. But I was told by some of my buddies who are whiskey and scotch, are you okay? The more expensive bottles or rarer bottles are going to be more affordable. So that is like, we actually had that. There was a guy who's like, I can't get my SoCo Southern Comfort at the grocery stores here in Oregon. So that is something that's different if you're one that likes to get the cocktails going. But
Now, other fun costs, like a night out at the movies, because I love going to the
Movies.
movies. I mean, it's fun to sit home and, you know, cozy up on the couch and watch a movie, but there's something said, you know, fun about going to the actual movie theater. So an adult ticket runs $14.99. A child's ticket's about $11.99. Now,
I didn't know the movies were that expensive. I
right?
haven't been to the movies.
I know.
A
So
super
then
long
I
time.
looked up concerts. This was actually kind of fun. I was like, I haven't been to a concert in so long. I'm old.
Right. Yeah, let's get into ticket prices.
That's past my bedtime. So I didn't know. Did you know the Jonas Brothers are coming? I thought that was like kind of a cool trendy. I think that's trendy. Am I aging myself? That's not trendy, is it? Anyways, Jonas Brothers, the nosebleeds are $40, and front and center down on the floor, $2.95. But then, guess who's coming to town? Now I'm really aging myself because I kind of want to go to this concert.
Kelly Clarkson.
Oh my God, you're horrible. No, Aerosmith.
Oh God.
Would that not be so awesome? So $62 for the nosebleeds and up to $495 on the floor level seats. Concert, Adam Sandler's coming next month. His tickets start from $65 and go up to $135. Now, this is really sad news. I looked up Blazer tickets. Please keep in mind when I give you these ticket prices, yesterday was a sad day in Portland. Damian Lillard was traded. He was traded to the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a very sad, sad day in the
I'm
city.
fine with it.
Anyways, when I looked up tickets for the next game, which is against, I believe, the Phoenix Suns, you can get nosebleed tickets for $10.
Well, here's the thing though, like they're not that cheap. You don't really want to sit in the nosebleed section. In all reality, like if you want to sit in that lower bowl level, the 100 levels, expect to pay anywhere between $150 and $225 for a
Yes.
regular season game. Now the big games, like when the Lakers come into town,
I looked up the Laker tickets.
very like $300 barely gets you into the lower bowl.
Yeah, I thought
Barely,
it was
barely.
$640 when they're playing the Lakers.
So yeah,
And the nosebleeds on those ones were $45.
Yeah, so they go up 4 times. I think what's unique here is like, yeah, there's Rip City Blazer fans here, but it's such a melting pot. Like you'll see like Laker game, it's 50-50 split between Portland jerseys and LA jerseys. Another big sporting event is the Portland Timbers. So
Yes.
MLS soccer is arguably twice as popular as NBA here. It literally feels like in Harry Potter when they do the Quidditch before the game. It's like that. People have their scarves and it's a big thing. And if you've never been to a Timbers game, at least go once because the energy, the vibe, it gives you goosebumps in a good way. It's super, super fun. But those tickets, once again, the only very expensive is when they play the Sounders, the Seattle Sounders. That's a rivalry game. You're going to see those prices 5x minimum. But a normal game, not a big one, expect to pay $30 for okay seats and anywhere up to $150 for like, you know, midfield, food included type of thing. But it is super affordable to go to those as well.
But one of the things I did touch on too, or didn't touch, but I looked up was Disney on Ice. That's really great for families. That's kind of fun for the kiddos. You can get, you know, Disney on Ice tickets starting off at $25 a ticket. And if you really love your...
Whoa, I just pulled. Are you okay?
She saw a squirrel. And
Squirrel.
if you really love your kids, you can pay up to $229 a ticket for those
For Disney on Ice?
I know, right?
Another thing that comes to town quite often, almost annually, is Circus Soleil.
Yes.
And that's going to run you probably $75 for nosebleeders, up to $200 for front row seats.
Yeah.
But that's a big ticket thing
That's
here.
a big ticket thing. I looked up some Broadway plays, not for this particular video, but because I was looking at
Like the Lion King comes.
oh my God! Did you just read my mind? The
No,
Lion King
maybe.
is coming. I was looking at those tickets for a birthday present for the mom-in-law.
I've actually been to it. It's great.
It's amazing. 20 years ago I went to it. It was so great. They're back again. So anyways, those tickets were starting at about $125 a piece.
Another quick thing for families, the zoo, the Oregon Zoo is a big one. Obviously you can go there year round for the most part, super fun for families, but a couple seasonal things they do a zoo brew. This is a really cool event I went to last year with our insurance guy Tyler and his wife. So at night they have all the Christmas lights decorated throughout the zoo, and then all the local breweries and cider companies come, and you get this like light up glow mug. I think it was like $15 to go, and then another 10 for coins. But it's a really cool event, you know, for $20-$30 you get a couple drinks, you're walking around, it's an experience, it's super fun. Zubru's should be on your list.
But we have so many different festivals.
Lots
and
of
beer
festivals and things.
Oktoberfests and, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. That's always going to cost a little bit of money, but it's well worth it. You just need to go to travelportland.com and find out our, you know, list of events done by month, because there's a lot happening.
So there's some insight, guys, on your entertainment costs. I wouldn't say that it's the cheapest. I wouldn't say that it's the most expensive. Not having sales tax really, really does help.
But I think
that's a good breakdown.
Just a bit of what it costs to live in Portland, Oregon. Thanks for hanging with us and learning everything you need to know about the cost of living in Portland, Oregon with us today. If you are thinking about moving here, coming out for a visit, and you want to know everything there is about working, sleeping, eating, and playing, and living in the Portland Northwest, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, however you want to do it. Get a hold of us so we can have your back.
All right, you heard it from Leslie. We want to hear from you, so thanks again for chiming in. And until next time, we will
Check
catch
you
you
later.
later.